Hey everyone, today we're going to be taking a very quick look at some of the new Microtech kitchen knives. I've shown some of them off in previous videos, but I think it's time that they get a dedicated video for them. Let's see here. These are pretty big, so of course they're going to come in much larger boxes, which I like quite a bit, even just as almost like a display piece to show off your love of Microtech. But here is one of the smallest ones. This is one of their paring knives. These are going to come in a bunch of different handle materials. So this is like a nice green G10, and this one has their titanium bolsters up here, which has a super nice look to it. These are all coming in M390MK, which is their proprietary variant of M390 blade steel. So far they all have this really nice stonewash finish to it, and their blade stock is all going to be pretty much the same, which is about 1/8 of an inch thick. So super slicey with that high height flat grind on there. And then these are torque screws here if you ever have the need to take it apart or tighten down or whatever. But I want to go ahead and start bringing them in, kind of largest or smallest to largest. So like I said, this was their paring knife. Then we've got their 4-inch Santoku. Again, you can see it has that nice high height flat grind as well. And the handles on this one are that nice coyote tan G10, also with that accenting titanium bolster. Then we have their utility knife. This one's really cool. I think this is going to be the first one I pick up. It's either going to be this or the paring knife. Maybe the Santoku. I don't know. I'll keep showing you. So this one, you're getting a much longer blade, really versatile, hence the name utility knife. Again, full height flat grind, and this is with their Caribbean blue handle, which I think looks really nice. I've said it before, but it kind of makes me think of a retro 1940s or 50s diner with that almost teal color. Now, this is where we're going to start getting into some really big ones. So let's try and fit everything on screen here. So now we are up to the larger Santoku. This is their 6-inch with your standard black G10 handles. Not surprising, but the black has definitely been selling the best so far. I'll bring in a ruler briefly here at the end just to get a quick measurement so that you have an idea of what you're working with. But I also need to bring in the last one that we got here. And this is the full-size chef's knife. And yep, definitely by far the largest. But again, keeping with the same look so that if you get a full set of these, nothing's going to stand out or look weird. They are definitely designed to be a part of a set, which is really cool. Go ahead and bring in that ruler here. We'll start off with the paring knife. That's still pretty long. You get about 3.5 inches of cutting edge on that one. Then that 4-inch Santoku, and you're getting just over 4 inches of cutting edge on that one. Next, we've got the utility knife with right at 6 inches of cutting edge. Then we've got that 6-inch Santoku, which, as you should figure, is about a 6-inch blade. Yep, about right at 6 inches of cutting edge. And then the chef's knife, definitely going to be over a foot long. Let's see here. Cutting edge, you're at about 8 inches. So these are really cool. I do believe that they are already starting to come out with some other versions as well. As you can see, there's quite a few colors here, but I know there's going to be so many more. So if there's a handle color or material that you're a fan of, something tells me Microtech will get around to it at some point. I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions on the kitchen knives here. I gotta say, my favorite part about them is the price. Now, they are high-end materials and made in the USA, so they're not going to be incredibly cheap or anything. But for the paring knife here, they start around $75. But of course, if you get one with a titanium bolster, it'll be a bit more than that. But they kind of, with the largest one here with the chef's knife, it kind of caps out, I think, right around $220, $225, which for that much M390MK, Microtech's incredible fit and finish, and again, being made in the US, I think that's impossible to beat. So these are certainly my new #1 recommendation for anyone who's looking into getting some higher end premium kitchen cutlery. And like I said, I also love that they are all a part of a set. So you can just do it one at a time as well. That's definitely how I'm going to start. Because as cool as this full-size chef's knife is, I don't think I'm a culinary expert in need of something quite this large yet. But we'll see if I get there. So thanks again for watching. If you want to read any more information about any of these or pick up one for yourself, They're in stock over at GPKNIVES.com. You can follow the links down in the description box down below. They'll take you right over. But before you head out, don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay sharp.